Hi everybody, I hope you are well. I hope you've had a wonderful week and the weekend has been kind to you. This week I have something exciting to share. I bought my first big girl pen. I say big girl pen because up until now, really, I have always used Kaweco pens. I really like the sport, and I've always used pens with a cartridge because I've always felt my handwriting is so bad it doesn't deserve a pretty pen. But with some convincing and maybe a little bit of gentle bullying, I decided to buy myself a TWSBI. I have noticed the community have wonderful things to say about them, so I thought we could open it. I also picked up a couple of inks to go with it, obviously. So I'd like to swatch those inks as well, and then I'd like to ink this TWSBI up and have a look at it, see what it's like. So let's do this. I decided to go with, the thing is I don't know much about fountain pens. So you can see I've decided to go with the Root Beer Eco. I actually just popped these off before, the stickers off before, but I haven't looked at it yet. So we're doing this together for the first time. I did notice after I purchased it that a lot of Root Beer unboxings came up. So it must be quite a popular colour. I don't know a lot about TWSBI. This is all very new to me. So let's see what we've got here. Instructions. Easy enough. Okay, so that's a wrench. I have no idea how to do any of this, but I guess I'm going to learn very quickly. Hatch pop. Probably keep that for journaling. This will probably all end up in my ephemera a day for today, I'd say. So this colour is actually beautiful, and I know it's meant to be root beer, but it reminds me of a Coke no sugar or a Coke Zero. Let's open it and have a look. I decided to go a fine nib. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? I really like the demonstrator, what would you call this? Shaft? Is that a dirty word? I really like this. I like that you can see the ink inside and how the pen is working. I think that's a really nice touch. And every time I've looked at buying myself a fountain pen, I've always really been drawn to this. My other choice was the kyanite, which I also thought was really beautiful. But ultimately, I thought I wouldn't get sick of this as quickly as I would get sick of the kyanite. So this is actually quite lovely. I did also buy some inks, so I'll pop this aside for now. Oh, my desk is so yucky. Of course, I learned that if you decide to get inks, then you need a swatch book. So I didn't want anything large because I have so much as it is, and space is at a premium. So I thought if I go a cute A7 size Midori plain, it's not too big, and I could probably, there's so much room in here. I could swatch so many inks, and I think if I finish this, I'd be quite ashamed of myself, to be honest. The colours I chose, and there's so many beautiful ones, it was really difficult to make choices, was the Robert Oster Forest Kelp, because I just think it looks beautiful, and the swatch I saw online looks beautiful. I noticed this was from the Melbourne Pen Show last year, which I actually missed out on going to because I had just gotten back from Japan the day before and I was very tired. So just to be able to have that ink is good, and I am quite looking forward to the pen show this year and to see what the colour will be. I picked up Sinner's Poison. I really like the look of this sepia. Kind of reminds me of a sepia tone, and the kind of writing you would find in old parchments, medieval parchments. So that's why I really like that colour, and I hope it's as beautiful as this little sample looks. And finally, I needed some sparkle in my life, so I got the Pelikan Edelstein Ink of the Year in Pyrite. I was just drawn to the name, because I like the stone pyrite, and also the colour. It's a beautiful looking gold. I know it doesn't look like much now, but obviously when you shake it, look at that. It's just stunning. I think it's just stunning. My only irk might be that pyrite is not this colour. It's more of a silvery colour, a gunmetal colour, but that's okay. I can cope. So I reckon we start swatching these, and then I pick one to go in the TWSBI. So 1 second, I'm just going to get some supplies. So I'm going to be very honest with you all. This is my very first time swatching absolutely anything. So if I am doing something wrong or sacrilegious, please leave me a comment. Let's start with Sinner's Poison, because I think this is the one I'm most excited with. I hope it's as beautiful as it looks. To me, it already looks a little bit green. Green is not what I was expecting, but let's have a look. Am I doing this right? Feel free to tell me if I'm doing this right. I'm going to pop a little bit more on there, I think. Okay. There is that. And let's have a go at writing with this, which I can tell you right now I've never done before. So, am I doing it wrong? I feel like I am. There we go. It looks really green to me. Maybe it looks different to you, and maybe it'll be a bit different when it dries. But it looks really, really green. Compared to what I'm seeing here, yeah, it looks very green, which is a bit of a shame because that's not what I expected. But we can just wait for it to dry and then have a go at the next colour and see what that's like. Maybe as it dries, it'll be beautiful and completely different. I guess the hardest part of this is actually waiting for it to dry. So let's take 5. So this is definitely not what I expected, which is a little bit disappointing. It's very green. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan, and I thought I'd just quickly test it on another piece, and I got very much the same colour. So, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll find a use for it. I'm just going to pop this in between, just in case it's not dry, and flip over. And let's give another colour a go. Hopefully this one, Forest Kelp, is beautiful. Oh, that already looks beautiful. You can tell it's a beautiful colour. Okay, so I might swatch on both pieces now just so I can see the difference. Again, any criticisms? Please go ahead with them. I won't be offended if I'm doing a crap job. And I'll just swatch here too. Probably can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just swatching there as well. You call it, my love? Forest kelp? Kelp forest. Now this to me already looks like it's going to be very similar to what's on the lid. I can see those beautiful undertones coming through. Let me see. Yeah. I can already see those beautiful undertones coming through. Whereas with Sinner's Poison, I just feel a little bit disappointed. If anybody has Sinner's Poison, could you let me know if I'm doing something wrong? Was I not meant to shake it? Perhaps that was the issue. But the kelp forest, I'm already seeing similarities to what's on the lid. So that's good. Is there a particular way that you like to swatch? I would love to know. If this is going to be a cute, dinky little swatch book, if there's other ways that you like to do it, perhaps with stamps. I know some people use stamps and swatch, like ink bottle stamps, and swatch inside, or, you know, if there's a particular way you'd like to swatch, I'd like to know, just so I can do that myself. But with this, I'm definitely feeling like this is more similar to that colour. Maybe a little yellower than I expected, but still lovely. I actually really like this colour. I think it's quite beautiful. It's lovely. So let's see, are we nice and dry? We are. Let's pop you here. If you're wondering, this is just the outside of the Midori notebook. Because it's almost like wax paper, like baking paper. It's actually doing really well at protecting the pages and not picking up ink. So I recommend it if you want to swatch quickly. That seems to be working for me. And finally, let's give this beauty a go. I have a feeling this is definitely going to be my favourite because, like a magpie or a crow, I like anything sparkly. I was really drawn to this ink. It's just beautiful. Oh, look at that. All right, let's go. Oh, that's lovely. I feel like it's got a yellowy green undertone. Is anyone else seeing that? I'm definitely seeing like a yellowy green undertone. It's beautiful though. Now, I'm just going to call it Pelican Pirate. Oh no, I messed it up. That's okay. Told you I'm new at this. Oh, goodness. I need more practice. That's lovely. It would be a lovely ink to draw in if you wanted to do something special. Can you imagine doing a portrait or a beautiful landscape in something like just this ink? It would just look magnificent. So now all that is done, we have actually, no we don't, because I didn't do this. It almost looks similar to the Sinner's Poison, except that it's sparkly. It needs another shake. Okay, we go. Oh, no, I really, really like that. So now the hard choice is which colour to use in my TWSBI. And I have a feeling I already know. I'm going to go with the kelp forest. Now, one question I would like to ask is, do you match your TWSBI pens with the colours that you pop inside? So if you have a brown or a red, do you pop that colour ink inside or something similar, or do you just pop whatever you want in there? I am interested to know the lore behind fountain pens and what people like to do. So let's have a look here. I have never done this before, so again, if I'm making a fool of myself, please feel free to tell me. Pop you like that. Okay, kelp forest. Let's do it. So, do I? Oh, okay, it's just like a syringe. I'm assuming this is just like a syringe, so you pop it in and you draw it back up. That's what I'm going to try. Pop you up here for now. Let's see if that works. I'm going to wet my desk. This certainly is messy business. So, like a syringe, I'm going to assume you immerse the whole thing. Draw down first. Sorry guys, I'm very new at this, so it's taken me a bit, but I will get there. Okay, let's go. Oh wow, okay, it's happening. Oh, okay. This is genius. That was so easy. The reason I have never gotten a fountain pen that doesn't take cartridges, or I've always got a pen with a converter, is because this just looked so difficult, but it was actually so easy. And I think I've just caused a problem for myself because it was so easy that now I'm going to want more. The idea was just one fountain pen, like just one lovely fountain pen for myself. Uh-oh. Let's see how it writes. So, what shall I write? Oh, that's beautiful. I think it's even made my writing nicer, if that's possible. Let's see. I really, really like that. That is so lovely. This is actually really comfortable to write with. Dare I say it, it is more comfortable than the Coeco. I actually write a lot. Like, I've started writing big chunks of script with this particular pen, and I found it was giving my hand a cramp, and I thought the problem probably is the size of it. And I have a feeling, though they look quite similar, I have a feeling this one is going to be much more comfortable. This one's going to be much more comfortable for me to write with. Oh no, I'm going to want more. Oh wow. This is just lovely. Oh, guys, what have I done? I've made such a huge mistake. I'm going to become obsessed with fountain pens, really obsessed. Oh, and inks. Look at that kelp forest. Look at how lovely it is there. And the pyrite is so lovely and shiny. Sinner's Poison, I am disappointed with. I'm not going to lie. I'm really sad about that. Again, if anyone has a Sinner's Poison, let me know what you think of it. Maybe there's something I can do to save it. I don't know. Also, if you would please, I would love to know your favourite inks, because this is going to become an ADHD obsession of mine real fast. Real fast. I can already see myself going down this rabbit hole, which is something I promised myself I wouldn't do with fountain pens. Thank you for sticking around and for watching. I'm so grateful you guys are here with me. I just love having a little community of people I can talk to. Please leave a comment. I love it when you chat to me. I love to chat. And I hope you have a wonderful week. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you don't, no pressure. I'll see you all next week, and keep looking at Instagram and my YouTube posts for updates on ephemera a day. I've also opened the YouTube community on my page, so if you want to ask me any questions or chat with me or post anything, please feel free to go ahead. I want this to be a two-way street, not a highway, and I'd love to get to know you all. Have a great week. Let me know what you think of these inks. Take care. And make sure your coffee is beautiful. Have a lovely day. Bye, guys.